fans of Billie Eilish are turning against her because she is being accused of queer baiting. She is loud and proud about identifying as bisexual, despite the fact that she has only ever publicly dated or been interested in men. And she is now in a new relationship with a man named Nat Wolff, who I had never heard of, but apparently he's an actor, singer, songwriter, all of the things. So
Nat is an actual... I thought Nat King Cole
Nathaniel
was,
is his name.
Okay.
And he is partly being criticized for dating someone so much younger than him. I disagree with that criticism. He's 30 and she's 23. That's like literally not a big difference. But she is with a new rodent man. These are pictures of them kissing on a balcony in Italy with champagne, having a great time. But her fans did not take kindly to this information. They're not happy about the fact that Billie Eilish is dating a man. And it's funny because this comes just on the heels of JoJo Siwa's transition from being gay to being queer to basically just being a straight woman. Mickey Rourke did, in fact, convert her to being straight, as he predicted.
Yeah.
And Demi Lovato, also once identified as queer and non-binary, is now married to a man and looks about as conventionally feminine as you could. And Billie Eilish seems to be going the same direction.
Yeah.
She kind of acted like she was in the closet last year, but it's funny because she's made as much money as possible off of being bi in the public eye. She was featured on a song on Charli XCX's album called Brat. The song was called Guess, and it was, "You wanna guess the color of my underwear." That was the entire chorus.
Okay.
And Billie Eilish's part in that song literally says, "Charli likes boys, but she knows I'd hit it." The whole angle that they were taking with the song was Billie is so gay for Charli XCX. She's so gay, gay, gay.
Yeah.
She's such a lesbian, right? But when you look at her personal life, clearly she's not interested in dating women. She's just not. She wants to date a man.
I mean, here's the thing. I was making jokes with Olivia last night about Sabrina Carpenter being a man hater. You know, and that's it. She is, you know, she makes a lot of money being a straight woman that hates men. You don't even need to do the baiting.
Yeah.
You could just be straight and hate men.
You can just be a misandrist who
like
is
that's
heterosexual.
That's a perfectly reasonable career path in Hollywood.
That's a lane.
That's a lane you can be in. Maybe it's because Billie Eilish kind of looks like an alien, and Sabrina Carpenter is a more, I guess, traditionally attractive woman.
I think Billie Eilish is attractive, and she does everything in her power to look ugly.
Even worse.
With the way that she dresses and does her hair and her nails and everything. She tries to look ugly as a gimmick. She was also recently seen out to dinner with Clairo, who is on tour right now with her album. She came out as bisexual last year, and that was something she received a lot of praise for doing. But she also just revealed that she is in a relationship with a man. And they are allegedly plotting together how to navigate this PR crisis. When you swerve into the gay lane and you're still ostensibly a straight woman who's interested in men, what do you do with that? They said, okay, so you can reveal your boyfriend first, and then I reveal mine like 2 days later, and we could get jumped together, so it's not as bad. And another fan of Billie Eilish said, when did Billie label herself as bisexual, though? I'm just going to call bullshit on that right now. And we will show the Variety interview where she was outed by this interviewer. And she had a big, like, hissy fit about it afterwards.
Women didn't like you, and when that came out, all the women were like, we love her.
I know.
How did that reception feel? Has your mind changed a little bit?
I'm still scared of them, but I think they're pretty.
Billie, did you mean to come out in the story?
Girl. No, I didn't, but I kind of thought, wasn't it obvious? Like, it's kind of been... I didn't realize people didn't know, so...
We need to get to a point where you don't even have to come out, so...
I just don't really believe in it. I'm just...
They don't want that. They want to come out. They love it. Like that's like Hollywood loves it. I mean, like they love anything that brings the attention back on them.
So her point was, I thought everyone knew that I was bisexual and I didn't even need to come out because it's so obvious. And then afterwards, she posts a picture of herself on the toilet on Instagram saying, "Thanks Variety for my award and also for outing me on a red carpet instead of talking about anything else that matters. I like boys and girls. Leave me alone about it. Please, literally, who cares?"
They don't want to be left alone about it. In Hollywood, it doesn't matter the topic. They want you to not. They want to not
They
be
want
left
attention.
alone.
It's not that complicated.
It's their job. It's their job to get attention, but it's a little bit disingenuous to pretend like that you didn't want the attention.
Well, they don't just want the attention, they also want to monetize it. It's something that's easy to use as a gimmick for marketing purposes. And I do think that's partly what JoJo Siwa was doing when she came out as a lesbian all those years ago. I think that she was young enough where we can give her some leeway for not understanding herself yet, but people were all too happy to jump on that bandwagon and celebrate her for being a gay icon. And only to find out very shortly after that that was never true. That she was straight all along, and she was just a confused child who had been in the public eye for many years and had no identity and needed some time to figure it out.
Yeah, it's disingenuous for them to bring it up constantly on red carpets and then say we should live in a world where you don't even have to come out. Either you want the attention by talking about it or you don't.
But then I'm a victim and you revealed my secret.
Yeah.
That was obvious that I thought everyone knew.
That was different than the Rebel Wilson one, where they like gave her the ultimatum.
Oh, well, yeah, Rebel Wilson hadn't come out as anything, and she was on a date with a woman, I guess. And
She's
there
married
was
now.
some journalist that took a picture of her on that date and said, "Do you have any comment?" And she didn't want them to release the photo. That was a different situation, but still, literally, it's 2025. At that time, it was 2023. No one cares that you're gay. Literally, it's not interesting anymore. Nobody is clamoring to find out your sexual orientation.
What's the next evolution for these actors? What's the next thing that they can talk about where people will care, since this stuff is so passé now?
I mean, Lorde was kind of getting a lot of attention for talking about going off of birth control. That's definitely a new gimmick. You could hop on the Maha train.
I don't know where they go, because the thing is like they're always 30 years behind. Like they're still portraying like movies that dislike Christianity as some sort of subversive piece of art or like artistic commentary on the world we live in, despite the fact that that's not accurate.
When they released that song last year, Charli XCX and Billie Eilish thought of themselves as the modern day Britney Spears and Madonna kissing on stage at the VMAs. Yeah. They literally thought that it had the same cultural impact because, as you said, they're living 30 years ago. They haven't caught up to the times yet.
I don't know if there's anything that you can do that's going to be like that. That's not.
You can. There are plenty of taboos left. There are plenty of taboos. They're just not willing to touch those taboos because they're politicized. And I saw, in fact, Lorde was getting a lot of pushback for talking about getting off of birth control.
Yeah.
That's a taboo that they are not willing to touch.
Yeah. I don't know where they go from here, but they're going to have to get together with their marketing team, and maybe they should hire that Domino's social media person to start making their posts.
Or just like stop doom scrolling, like get off the internet.
That's always good. That is excellent advice all the time. Like literally all the time.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.